So this video was requested by one of you lovely subscribers, so thank you for this video idea and also for just letting me know what you really want to see, because then I can make videos that are specifically helpful for you. So this video is what I carried in my semester at sea carry-on, and I'm going to talk about my purse and then also my backpack. I carried my purse for most of the time, so this is going to have like my actual carry-on stuff, and then I'm going to talk about what was in my backpack when I was traveling to the ship on the plane, because that is important also. Okay, so I didn't really carry a backpack when I was traveling in country unless I was staying overnight somewhere. So my everyday thing was a purse, and this is a great plan for you unless you really hate purses. But crossbody bags are the absolute best because you can keep an eye on all of your possessions, and sometimes in a backpack people can grab things out of it from behind without you noticing, so a purse is a better option in my opinion. But if you really hate purses, you can use a small backpack as well. But I thought purses were easy to throw on, so I would recommend a crossbody bag with a zipper and not just a flap that goes over it, and one that is big enough to carry all that you need. It doesn't need to be huge by any means, but it should be big enough that if you buy like a souvenir in country and you don't want to carry it around, you can fit it in your purse as well, and then it's not just jammed full of things. And also another good idea is that if you want to keep your purse extremely secure, there are purses that have reinforced straps with metal cording through them so they can't be cut, and you can get these at any travel store, or I don't know if you guys have like Marshalls near you, but I know that they have them there also because they have luggage there and just travel supplies in general. So you can always look for one of those if it'll make you feel more safe. So honestly, I cannot show you the sort of purse and backpack that I had on my trip in person because they both got so beat up and were already so old that I ended up just throwing them away at the end of it, because I brought an older purse and an older backpack because I knew that they'd be used like every day and get really beat up and really messy, and that it wouldn't matter to me if they got ruined or stolen because they were so old already. So I have this purse as an example, like size. Mine was a little bit bigger and mine had a zipper and like a center flap also. So it just had a lot of zippers and different compartments for me to put things in so I could keep my things organized. So now let's talk about what was inside my purse and what I brought with me into every country just for day-to-day use. So the first thing that you're gonna want to bring is chapstick. I like Burt's Bees. My favorite flavor or scent is pink grapefruit. I think it's the best one. But I also like the brand Sunbum because they have SPF in their chapsticks, so that is also a really good option. But you do not want your lips to get sunburned. That is like the worst feeling ever. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, but it does not feel good. And also it's gonna be just really hot and like windy all the time on the ship also, so you're gonna wanna have chapstick with you for sure. The next thing that you're gonna want to always have with you in country are sunglasses. You can see all of my sunglasses right behind my head. They're right there. And sunglasses are so important because just like burning your lips, I don't know if you knew this, but you can also burn your eyes by not having sunglasses on and protecting your eyes. And that is also just like miserable. So you want to have sunglasses with you so you can see things clearly and you're not squinting the entire day. So be sure to pack some of those in your purse as well. And then the next thing you should have in your purse is obviously a wallet. This is the wallet I brought with me. It's also very banged up. My possessions really took a beating on this trip, not gonna lie. But this one, I don't know, has a zipper, it has a little strap, so if you just want to carry your wallet somewhere, that's also a good option. And you should bring 2 credit or debit cards with you on the trip if you can, and leave one in your cabin locked in the safe or locked in one of your drawers, because if you lose one of them while you're in a country or if it gets stolen, it's so nice to have a backup so you're not stuck without money, because that would be an absolute mess. So my recommendation is to bring at least 2 and keep one on the ship, or keep one locked in the hostel where you're going or something like that. And also do not carry all of your cash with you at the same time. If you get cash out of an ATM one day, maybe leave some on the ship and then take some of it with you, so if that gets stolen too, you're not out of money. And then the next thing you're probably gonna have in your purse is your passport. Now, if you're not taking public transportation like a bus, a train, or an airplane, or if you're not staying overnight somewhere, the ship recommends that you leave your passport on the ship because you don't need it just for walking around in the country. But if you are staying in a hostel or a hotel, they do need it to check you in, so be sure to bring it with you. And then the next thing you're gonna want to have in your purse is very similar to a wallet, but mine had like a broken coin purse area. Like if I put a coin in, it like makes its way around the entire thing. And also this section just isn't big enough for all the coins that I got back. So what I recommend is bringing a separate coin purse, or literally I used like a plastic Ziploc bag and just put all the coins that I got back in change into that bag so I wouldn't lose them, because coins are actually really valuable if they're worth like $1 or $2. Like in the United States, coins are worth like 25 cents and you can't really do anything with them. But if you have like $5 in like $1 coins, you can actually buy like a lot with that. So do not lose your coins, keep track of them, and don't just let them like roll loosely around your purse. And then I would say to carry a few tampons with you just in case for you or a friend. And then also some gum. I always had that in my purse in case we were really like hungry and we were trying to get somewhere and everyone was getting hangry. We could all chew gum and feel a little bit better. Or you can just like offer it to your friends as a way to make friends. Like that's a good idea. Like honestly, you'll be so happy you have some gum. And then you're gonna want to bring a few hair binders and bobby pins. These take up no space at all and can just like be in the bottom of your bag. But if it's windy out or super hot, you're gonna want your hair up. And if you do not have a hair binder, you're gonna be so sad about that. And then also in your purse, you should put a snack if it can fit, just like a granola bar or a bag of nuts in case, again, you're all hangry and traveling, because nothing makes like drama or arguments happen faster than when people are hungry traveling, because you're in a stressful situation, and if you're hungry, that does not help. Also in your purse is gonna be your phone. Duh, like bring your phone. It's good to take photos with and to look up instructions for how to get places, like on maps, or to find restaurants. And some people brought larger cameras, like nicer ones, but most of the time they didn't bring those into country with them. Like most people preferred to just have their phones because they didn't want to draw attention, so a phone is a great way to take photos as well. And then the next thing you're going to need is your green sheet, which is something that's given to you in pre-port. So the night before you get off the ship into the country, they give you a sheet with everything that's important. So all of the numbers for the medical staff and the RD on duty and on ship time, like when you have to be back to the ship, that's all on there. And I kept mine folded up in my wallet in case I needed it. It even has the numbers for local hospitals and police and taxis and Ubers and all of that. So that is really important. I just kept it in my wallet and switched it out for every country. And then the next thing that you are going to need is a water bottle. I had a big Nalgene with like a screw-off lid, and it is important to have a really big water bottle because if you're in a country that doesn't have safe tap water for drinking, because then you're gonna have to buy water bottles if you want water, because even the water at restaurants is not safe for you to drink at some times. So bring a huge water bottle with you, and this did not fit in my purse, I just carried it along with me. And mine had a little loop that you can either hook to like this part of your purse or you can just carry it. And please drink your water so you don't get dehydrated. And other people had hydro flasks, but I didn't have one beforehand, and a lot of people's got dented or broken or even stolen. So maybe just bring a cheap water bottle that's big and plastic, because it's gonna get scuffed up just like everything else on the trip. So if it's ruined by the end of it, you won't be sad about that. So that is all that I carried in my purse while I was traveling, but now let's talk about backpacks. So the backpack that I brought is what I used on the plane when I was getting to the ship, what I used for school on the ship. So I had all my textbooks in it to go to classes, and it is also the carry-on that I used in country traveling overnight places. So you want a backpack that is big and that has comfortable straps, so when you're carrying it on your back, if you're walking somewhere in a country, it will not hurt you if it's stuffed full of clothes or even books on the ship. Like, you just want a comfortable backpack. And I brought one that I used for my junior and senior year of high school. As I mentioned before, it was already really old, and I'd used it for travels before this. Just one that wasn't that fancy and one that could get ruined if it came down to that. So when I was traveling with my backpack in country, of course I had the things in it like shoes and clothes and toiletries. But I'm going to talk about what I had in my backpack when I was going to the ship for the first time on a plane with my parents traveling to a different country. So what I had in my backpack, first of all, was that water bottle. You want a water bottle on the plane. And then I had a fluffy sweatshirt because planes can get really cold and you want something you can sleep in, because the country that you're going to, where the ship embarks from, is probably somewhere that is overseas and far away. So you are going to have to sleep on that plane overnight, and a fluffy sweatshirt is the best thing to bring to help you fall asleep. And then of course you can bring a few snacks. You're gonna want your wallet with your ID for flying and your passport. And then something else that you're gonna wanna have with you is your yellow fever card, which you're gonna get from your doctor when you get your yellow fever shot, because that is something you need to board the ship on embarkation day you're going to have to present it right away, so be sure to keep it with you and not in your checked luggage. And then you're also going to need a pen with you to check in on embarkation day, so have that in your carry-on backpack as well. And then I had a few books in my backpack that I read on the plane, and also they take up way less space if you're carrying it in your backpack than if you were to put it in your checked luggage, because that can raise the weight a lot. So I did most of my reading while I was on my trip on my phone, on a Kindle app, but you can bring a few like physical books as well, because that's more fun to read for me anyway. But just carry them with you so it doesn't add extra weight to your bag. And then also I carried all my sunglasses in my backpack because I don't like putting them in my checked luggage because I get scared that they're gonna get broken. So I had all of those in my backpack as well. And then for embarkation day, you're going to need all of your medications in like a gallon Ziploc bag or something. And you're gonna have to present them to them and write down all the medications that you have with you. So just keep that in your backpack as well. And then also when you're boarding the ship, you cannot have any heat tools packed in your luggage. You're going to need to have those in your backpack when you're getting on the ship, like in your carry-on, so that they can see that they're automatic shut off and that they won't start the ship on fire. So have those in your carry-on as well. So that is about it for this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about what I just said, please let me know down below, and also let me know any other videos you'd like to see from me, and subscribe as always. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.